Ahoy, this is Zdenka. I'm in Whitby, Ontario, Canada, and right there, you don't see it yet, it's a very nice place. I'm here today because I'm gonna try to attempt to create cinematic B-roll sequence for this place. And today's video will be just about that, tips and tricks how you can make your footage look much better. And for the new faces, my name is Zdenka Darula. I work as a photographer for many years. I'm a former model and a few other things. I make tutorials, tech reviews, and creative camera challenges, so you might want to hit the subscribe button. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna be filming with Canon EOS M50, well, as I always do, but these tips and tricks will apply to any camera pretty much. Tip number one, shoot in manual mode and don't forget to select the right white balance. It's a small thing to do, sometimes we'll forget, but it makes a huge difference. If it's sunny, put it on sunny. If it's overcast, then put it on overcast. If you're shooting and it's sunny, you have it set on sunny and then suddenly gets overcast, just don't forget to switch it overcast. It makes a huge difference. Here is a perfect example. It's a sunny day and I have it selected on clouds. Now, let me change the white balance correctly to sunny. Do you see the difference? As you can tell, it does make a huge difference. And for those wondering what color profile I'm using on the Canon EOS M50, I just have it set to standard. Let's get to step number two, but first let me get to that location, to this background I wanted to check out. I'm gonna stay here for a while. What do you think about this background? Pretty cool. But I'm gonna be sneezing for the rest of the day. Step number two, if you're filming yourself or you're filming a model and you're shooting on a bright sunny day, you might want to grab an ND filter, because if you're not gonna use ND filter, you will have to bring the aperture up. That means you will be sharp and the background will be sharp as well. As soon as you put on the ND filter and you will block the light, you will be able to bring the aperture down. That means the background will be nice and blurry, the nice bokeh effect. Let's take a look. Step number three, if you are filming B-roll of landscape or cityscape or place where you're not filming yourself, and you don't really need to use ND filter because you want to bring the aperture up, you want to show more sharpness in a photo, I always snap on CPL filter, circular polarizing filter, because it will bring the colors, it will make the sky blue, especially on an overcast day when it's wet, it will definitely bring the richness. Here I was filming in a woods, for example, it was overcast, it was wet, yes, I was using CPL filter, and here I was filming in a city, I wanted to make sure the sky is dark blue and the colors pop. Well, I'm done in this beautiful location with this background. Somebody is about to cut the grass, so people need to work, they need to do their stuff. I need to find a different spot. Tip number four, don't move your camera too fast. It's a very common mistake for beginners, and I'm so guilty of it too. I used to rush all the time. I'm a very hyper energetic person, so I need to slow down too sometimes. So when you're panning, just take your time, pan slow, do slow moves, don't rush it up. Here's a good example. Here is a panning shot where it was a little bit too fast, and here's panning where it was much slower. Step number five, if you have a tripod, monopod or gimbal, use them. Nobody really likes that much shaky footage. If you don't have a gimbal, use a camera strap, put it over your neck, and then try to film at slow motion, such as 60 frames per second or even 120 frames per second. Tip number six, do you have different lenses? Well, use them. Your B-roll will really stand out if you mix footage from different lenses, such as telephoto, wide-angle lens or portrait lens. Each lens sees it differently. Each lens will give you a different view, and your B-roll will look really cinematic. Step number 7, color grade your footage. You don't really need to make a drastic, huge changes, but the little subtle changes will make a huge difference. Maybe bring the highlights a little bit down, or bring those dark tones a little bit up, or maybe change the colors a little bit more to the reds, or a little bit more to the blues or greens. Play around, but little changes will make a huge difference. Step number 8, add cinematic bars. Those black bars on the top and at the bottom will make your video instantly look like a movie. So when you combined all those tips together, you might end up with a very nice cinematic mural for your videos. And I think it's time for me to reveal what's out there. And for those interested to learn how to shoot video in manual mode, I've made a video about that in the past. The link is here, or also in the video description below. Give it a thumbs up if you like today's video, subscribe to all future videos. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to say hello, you can do so in the video comment section below. You know, I always read it all and I always respond. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ahoy. It would have been the perfect sunset shot. It would have been the perfect sunset video. I came back to do the video and the biggest fail. I looked in my camera bag and I left my batteries in a charger at home. So I'm just gonna use my cell phone to take the shot. Yikes! Oopsie!